You were talking about Florida, you were talking about Joanne, and something about a laundromat.
Yeah? Okay, baby. It was nothing. That's a bad, just crazy dream I had. Do you know I dreamed we moved to Florida? And we had a laundromat, and then you stole some money, and the FBI came. It was just a mess.
Yep. That was a messy dream, Curtis.
Yes.
Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well. I'm recording this and, oh, never mind, forget it. I was going to do a happy Halloween intro, but it's 12:06, so it's not October 31st anymore. It is officially November. So, happy Turkey Month. I don't eat turkey, but I am excited for Thanksgiving. So, all the jokes aside, let's jump into this video. But before doing so, go ahead and like the video. I'd really appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button. Hit subscribe because I'm trying to reach 150,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Hit the bell icon. Select all and allow all notifications. Please, heaven help. We only got about 15 to 20% of my subscribers actually allowing all notification. What does that mean? Whenever I post content, do lives, there is a very small percentage of you all who actually know when I do it, explaining why some videos do very well with views, others mediocre. So if you could hit the bell, select all, and allow all notifications to come through on your device, computer, whatever you want to call it, or all of your devices, I'd really appreciate it. So without further ado, go down to that description box. There's links to all my various social medias down there. You can follow me on all those platforms. Let's jump right into it. Now, if you haven't watched my House of Payne review, honestly, I don't know why you haven't, because, well, it was an interesting episode to say the least, and it seems that episode 14 was originally supposed to be episode 1. Kind of weird. Yeah, but in any case, there was an interesting moment of the episode that really brought it home. Curtis actually was having a bit of a dream or nightmare where he was tossing and turning in his sleep. Now, this wasn't seen on screen, but it was in passing dialogue between Curtis and Ella. Basically, Ella was saying, what's wrong, baby? Like, last night you were tossing and turning in your sleep. You were talking about Florida and your cousin Joanne and and the laundromat. And you remember, didn't I say something about stolen money? Yeah. Ooh, that was a mess. So, guys, the Paynes itself, the 38 episodes that had to be endured on the OWN network. Now, I didn't watch them all. I watched over half of them. I want to say collectively, I probably watched somewhere between 21 to like 23 episodes, but holy crap. Tyler Perry has officially written the Paynes out of continuity. What that means is the Paynes from the OWN network is no longer connected to the House of Payne timeline, if you will. So basically, we have the first 8 seasons of the show, and then we have House of Payne season 9. The Paynes itself is not connected to the timeline, only in passing. So Joanne, Ella did say Joanne. So in regards to Joanne as a character, she does exist in the continuity of the main House of Payne timeline. However, the events of the Paynes did not take place in the main timeline of House of Payne. So I mentioned this in my episode review, but if you're an anime fan, then you kind of know where I'm going with this. Like, you look at Dragon Ball, and then we had Dragon Ball Z. Then we had Dragon Ball GT, which was non-canon. But when Dragon Ball Super came out, it pretty much, Dragon Ball GT was pretty much something that happened in an alternate timeline. So it's officially part of the franchise, but it did not happen in the main timeline of events. So if you understand where I'm going with that, let me just try to think of another good example here. Let's see. The MCU is weird because it is a main timeline and stuff, but I would go into the Flash, but even I get a headache when I even try to explain time travel on that show, or Legends of Tomorrow. So let me just say this. If you wonder about the Paynes, it basically never happened. That's the way we're supposed to treat it. So in episode 14 of season 9, which again, if you look, I heavily suggest watching my review for the episode, or on YouTube. There are a bunch of YouTube channels that upload the full episodes of these shows, and how they aren't copyright flagged or whatever is beyond me. But I would recommend going to look for House of Payne episode 14 and watching it at double speed. Trust and believe. Go to playback speed and you can set it to 2. That means you're watching the episode at twice the speed. You will not miss a single word. So that way you're finished with a 20-minute episode in like 10 minutes and you won't miss anything. There are several, and I mean several, lines of dialogue from the episode that heavily suggest that it definitely was supposed to be the first episode of the season. There were some photos of the scripts that were sent to me, but due to a previous experience several months ago, I'm not going to post any video with script photo to avoid any kind of copyright or discrepancy. Trust and believe, not trying to go down that rabbit hole again. So yeah, the Paynes never happened. So if you never watched the Paynes, you didn't miss anything because nothing really mattered. So there we go. That's pretty much all I have for this particular video. So if you wouldn't mind doing what I mentioned at the beginning, such as subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon, I'd really appreciate it. And if you could donate to the channel, if you would like, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I appreciate the support as always. And with that being said, I'll talk to you in the next video.